This video is sponsored by Sunsama. So recently I've been thinking a lot of what I can share with you from what I do every day. And I realized that for a long time I wanted to share some productivity tips. So here you go. Today I will tell you how I make sure all my projects are done in time. Enjoy! By the way, this video is a part of my contribution to the already started Go Godot Jam. The link to Go Godot Jam website will be in the description. Right away, planning is about setting understandable and clear tasks within a reasonable amount of time. It is not the same as setting goals, although it is easy to confuse between the two. You cannot start the development of your game and just say, I'll have this and this feature by the end of this year. While you can do that, it's not a plan, it's just a goal. And it's great, don't get me wrong. But it gives you little to no information on how you can meet this goal. Tip number 1. Write a to-do list before you go to sleep. Okay, so let's start from the to-do list. You know what it is. You have a set of things to do for the day. Why would you use it? Because it's like a compass that will allow you to navigate better. When you have no plan, no to-do list, you have too much freedom, and you're tempted to postpone your work. Whereas having a list is like saying to yourself, okay, I admit I have some work and I cannot spend the whole day playing games and watching series. Why would you write it before you sleep? First, you can always find a couple of minutes to do that right before you go to bed. Secondly, and more importantly, you will wake up already knowing what to do, and all the available energy will go towards the completion of these tasks. On the contrary, if you had to make a plan in the morning, you would lose some time and mental resources, which are crucial because in the mornings you are the most productive. So, remember about having a to-do list for every day. Tip number 2 is to make realistic plans, because we tend to overestimate ourselves and our abilities, in the future particularly. Hear me on this. You should be optimistic about success, but realistic about the process. It means that you should deliberately dedicate some time to rest. Remember that on some days you produce less than on the other days. And also at some point you might even want to fundamentally change your project. I'm not saying all of it will be your case, but just remember that these things might happen, and they do happen. By the way, do you know why so many people fail at sticking to a plan? Because they make their to-do list a tyrant. They assume that with a schedule they will always be super productive and always willing to work. A plan helps you to clarify what you are aiming for and what you should do. It on itself does not make you do something. I remember how I tried to schedule my workday almost by hours, trying to squeeze in as much productive time as I could. And do you know what came out of it? I couldn't stick to the plan, because I am, just as you are, not a machine but a human, and it's natural to change plans for us. Tip number 3. Prioritize tasks. Always know and remind yourself which tasks are primary and which are secondary. The idea is that if you have to choose between one and the other, you always know which is more important. And also, if you happen to go to bed without all the tasks done, at least you'll be able to say, I did the most important stuff. It's just as important as prioritizing activities or team members. They allow you to keep yourself aligned with your values and goals. And it's very important, especially when you're tempted to fill your day with activities for the sake of doing activities. But it's a tricky part. If we speak in terms of game development, it can be polish. Although it is true that you have to have the main features first, it's also just as important to have fun doing some polish. And my advice here would be to simply always keep in mind why you're doing what you're doing. And overall, enjoy doing small things as long as they work for your success and not against. Tip number 4. Have a structured list of tasks. Briefly, a mind map or a graph or a Kanban board. Whatever allows you to see all the goals and tasks in one place, go for it. Having such a map in front of you allows you to imagine the project as a whole, And if you're using something like a mind map, it will also allow you to easily break down complex tasks into small ones. But the main thing why you would do that is that it will allow you to more or less realistically understand how much work is already done and left to do. The thing is, when you try to imagine it in your head, you usually focus either on the most difficult part or on the thing that you're working on right now. Now, you can start applying this advice for planning your schedules. For this, I have already been using Sunsama for over a month, and I can say it gave me a huge boost in performance and well-being. Sunsama is a daily planning tool, allowing to conveniently schedule your day, week, and even a month. Apart from integrating with many other tools, Sunsama sends you a daily planning reminder with tips on scheduling your perfect and healthy day. Despite my years of planning experience, I was constantly discovering something new with that. Go to get.sunsama.com/a/john to sign up for a free account and get a 2-week free trial and start saving your time today. Thank you Sunsama for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching. And that's the end of this video. It was a new format on a new topic, so please tell me, how did you like it? Maybe you're already using some of these tips? I would really love to hear all that. And as usual, I hope you found this video helpful and you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It was Ives, and until next time.